Yo, it's Thomas Infante. I'm back with another video, and there's been like a lot going on recently, right? With Halloween and a full moon falling right on Halloween. It's just been so, like for me at least, everything's been coming up to the surface, and I feel like I've been talking to some people and they feel the same way too. And a lot of us might have just started to either fall off our spiritual practices or the things that we usually do, whether it's for the external success like businesses or even things like meditating and going inside. Maybe we might have stopped doing it a little bit. I know I definitely have in the past. Again, so I like to talk on this channel about spirituality, personal transformations, positive reinforcing belief systems, and just living an amazing, positive, joyful life. And the last 4 days, I wasn't living really, I'm gonna be honest, an amazing, positive, joyful life. Part of that's because I was moving, and things just got really stressful with me moving. And then part of that was because, I started to ignore my spirituality when I probably should have been paying attention to it the most, right? But I got back on my path today, paying attention to my spirituality, working on my music. I hadn't worked on music for like 5 days. I usually make music every day because I freaking love it. And I hadn't done like anything at all with my business, but I just got back into it today, and it was so easy to get back into it, get back into my meditations and yogas, my affirmations, focusing on gratitude, being present in the moment. It's so easy to get back into that, especially if you've done it before, especially if you usually are someone like that. So in this video, I just really quickly want to let you know that if you have kind of taken a step back or feel like you've been falling down and not growing, right? As much, just understand it's okay. It's a really pivotal time in the world right now. Stuff is going crazy. By the time you're watching this, the winner of the US election would have been already chosen. Now, I live in Canada. That doesn't affect me too much, but it does affect me because US is like a superpower, and there is so much pressure around this election. I think it's more than just on the surface an election. I can't tell you what's going down, but I think after, very soon, near the end of 2020, some big stuff's gonna be happening. And it's all in the books. It was all written by the universe, and you decided, probably if you're watching this, to incarnate at this time for a reason. It's because we're going through a huge, tremendous change. A huge shift from the 3D to the 5D, right? A huge shift to controlling systems of heavy duality, to unification and love. But before we can be unified in love and our greatest good, our greatest truth, we gotta look at all of the stuff that is happening that is keeping us in low vibration. So it's not just a coincidence that an election, a full moon, and Halloween, which, by the way, Halloween is actually the most spiritual day of the year. That's why we've been socially conditioned to give children candy on Halloween, because if you get a bunch of candy and distractions and sugar into the bloodstream, it keeps you more controlled than realizing that it's the most spiritual day. But anyway, so we had the most spiritual day on Halloween, we had full moon on Halloween, we have this election, which again, it's going on today. By the time you see it, it will have already been done, and stuff is getting crazy, and honestly it's only gonna get crazier. But keep on your meditation routines. So the first part I wanted to say is, if you've been feeling crazy like I have for the past week, it's totally fine, right? It's all a part of the master plan. Part 2, stay on your spirituality, right? If you fall back, if you get on a track where you don't meditate a few days in a row, where you notice you're spending 8 hours on your phone, or you're watching more movies when you should be doing something else, or you're just not even focusing on gratitude. If you do get into a cycle, because right now during this time, it is really easy to get into a cycle of what would be called depression, right? Or at least forgetting to focus on gratitude. Definitely really easy, because all of this stuff, again, is coming to the surface so we can deal with it. So expect it. Expect stuff to be coming to the surface. Expect, traumas. Expect low vibrational feelings, depressions, anxieties, stresses, worries, all to come to the surface. Keep on your meditation so you can look at it neutrally. Trust me, it's so easy. Like I told you, hear that? Like I told you, it's easy to fall off. It's just as easy to get back on. Change can happen in a moment. If you don't believe that, can you create a problem in a moment? Yes, you can create a problem in a moment. Anyone can create a problem. So you can solve any problem in one moment, right? So, yeah, guys, stay on your spirituality. If you fall off, okay, one last thing I want to throw into this video. I had the intention to throw into this video. If you have fallen off and you're watching this video, if you've been forgetting to meditate, right? If you haven't been focusing on gratitude, if you fell off your spiritual path a little bit, now first, just remember that it's all part of your path, right? Like from a higher self perspective, there is no falling off your path. It's all part of your path. But if you're starting to feel heavy, if you're starting to lose gratitude, joy, abundance, peace, love, right? Okay, my recommendations. Just meditate tonight before you go to bed. You don't have to sit down and meditate right away, but you can just meditate for 5 minutes before bed. I like to meditate like 5 to 10 to 15 minutes before bed and when I wake up. Right in the morning, right before I go to bed. I try to do that every single day, and it's easy if I haven't been doing it for the past few days to just meditate for 5 minutes before I go to bed, observe my thoughts, right? Then meditate the next morning, do yoga right when I wake up, right? Take a 30-second cold shower when I wake up. Now this is turning into my friggin' routine. But just, like, these are little things you can do that will literally change your timeline, right? So take a cold shower, 30 seconds. Like, get out that, and whoa, okay, I feel it now. I feel it, right? And I was talking about yoga, meditations. Those are all things that you like kind of physically do, right? Yoga, 5-10 minutes. Oh, yes, right? Meditate. 5 minutes, that's all it takes, right? Go back into that thing that you did every day that you love. Is it art? Is it writing, It's easy to change once you change your timeline, because then you start remembering, oh yeah, I love this. Oh yeah, I journaled every day. I didn't do it for a couple weeks, but oh yeah, I love this. It's easy to do it every day at that point, right? And the last thing, those are all like doing things, but now for the being, right? Pay attention to the moment. How I like to think of it is there's only you're only doing one thing at a time. Just focus on that one thing they're doing. But I like to take it further. Just be present. Be present and just, focus on your breath as you do things. Like I said, this time can be overwhelming, right? And I don't want this to come off as like telling you what to do, right? So I'll just let you know that I today have just been focusing on my breath, and I've been trying to tap into my flow state. Just go with my flow. Right? And yeah. So, quick review, right, of this whole entire video that I don't know what the name's gonna be. Times right now are crazy. Expect things to come up like depression, anxiety, low vibrational emotions, right? Be present and aware that it's crazy times. Be aware that we are going into unity and love in 5D. So we can deal with these emotions and expect them more. And just do one thing. One thing if you have fallen off your journey. No, not falling off your journey, because you're always on your journey, especially if you're watching this video. If you've fallen back and forgot to be grateful and forgot about your joy, do one thing today and every single day that's going to rewire in and remember that you are growing. Make you remember that you're growing. Like a cold shower, right? Yes, a cold shower will actually physically raise my vibration, but it also wires in this identity of like, I'm growing. Like shit, I'm making myself do this every day and I'm growing, and then you do start growing because you believe you're growing, and when you believe anything, it's true. So, yeah guys, I love you all. Share this video, like it, and comment if you did like it, or you want to add something on, or if you want people to discover you and be like, right now you need some high vibe friends and you need the tribe, leave a comment and we can get together, right? I'm down to talk always. And yeah, subscribe for more if you want to. Peace out. This is a message of love. Everything's gonna be alright. You gonna be good. You got this. You got this.